I think I could kick most of their ass. I do think that if they wanted to. I know I can outrun them.
A man who wanted to be vice president, who is literally cheering the fact that the number one car manufacturer in America, green car manufacturer, by the way, is now struggling in terms of stock price. He went on evil lizard person Gavin Newsom's podcast. Gavin Newsom, who single-handedly has destroyed California, somehow has time for a podcast. He's pumping these things out. And here they are, Walz asking the question, why is it that people don't like us very much, we the Democrats?
Why are they not trusting us? What's your take? I mean, what are you hearing when you hear this? Why are people not trusting the message we were delivering? Because I keep coming back to this. We needed to have immigration reform to control our borders, and you can do that with humanity. Donald Trump just said they're invading our country and they're eating dogs and cats, and he got more votes.
Why is it that they're not trusting your message? I don't know. Maybe it's because of things like this.
Have they figured it out that the identity piece of this is more important than the actual substance behind it?
Well, they've been doing it for decades. I mean, we've saw the welfare queens. They've seen the Southern strategy. We've seen it over and over. It's an old playbook, and we're as dumb as we want to be that we allow them to do this with CRT and ESG and DEI and every three-letter word.
And then they demonize people.
Yeah, demonize, and they weaponize grievance. They other people. They talk down to people, past people. They humiliate people. They weaponize difficult issues. But the bottom line is, and I think it goes back to what we began with, is, and I applaud you for this, is we cannot continue to be on the defense reacting to this. We've got to go on the offense. We got to meet people where they are. But I also think this, and this is where, this is part of the conversation I'm trying to have, is you got to respect people you disagree with, even, and you can't just dismiss people. This
How do you fight it?
And well, this notion
I think
of
I could kick most of their ass. I do think that if they wanted to. I know I can outrun them, but I don't know if we're going to fall into that place where we want to. Okay, we challenge you to a WWE fight here type of thing.
Why is it people aren't listening to our messaging? I could kick all their asses. These people are horrendous. And look, again, I've told you, we've had multiple contacts now with Gavin Newsom. I want to do that show. And I will do it live and 100% unedited. And I assure you, you will see things out of Dave you've never seen before. But everything, first off, Gavin, who somehow has tried to, he's trying to repackage himself into some sort of moderate. Right there, he backs DEI, CRT, and ESG. So Gavin is Gavin. You can take a lizard out of the swamp, but you can't take the swamp out of the lizard. Something like that. Did that make sense? There was something that kind of worked right there. And Walz, I could beat the shit out of these guys. No, you couldn't, you clown, you absolute clown. You want me to, all right, I'm already in on debating Gavin. I will wrestle you, Tom, Ted, whatever the his name is. You loser, you pudgy, asexual loser. You want to wrestle? I'll wrestle you. God, you people are awful. And that's why you're losing men, by the way, here.
But it's a natural reaction. I think it's one of the reasons we're losing so many men. And again, it's multi-ethnic. It's not just white men. We're losing them. We're losing them to these guys online. We're losing them people that I'm bringing on this podcast as well. That's why I brought.
These are bad guys, though. These are bad guys.
But they exist, and we could deny they exist. They exist. Not only they exist, they persist, and they're actually influencing young kids every single day.
How do we push some of those guys back under a rock?
I think we have to first understand what their motivations are. I think we have to understand what they're actually doing. And
you don't
I think
that's it's racism and misogyny?
I think there's a lot of that, but I don't think it's exclusively that. When you talk to a guy like Steve Bannon, he talks about working folks, and he talks about how we hollowed out the industrial core of this country. I understand that. But we can dismiss the notion of election denialism. We could completely dismiss what he did on January 6th, but I don't think you can dismiss what he's saying. Reminds me a lot of what Bernie Sanders was saying. Reminds me a lot of what Democrats said 20, 30 years ago.
Look, I'm going to do that thing. I'm going to do it. When people in the news, these actors, when they really want to connect with you guys, what do? They take the glasses off, right? I've made fun of them for years for doing it. And the only reason I'm wearing these freaking things is so I can read that prompter properly, so I know what I'm doing on the show, although I am going to the doctor next week and thinking about the surgery, so stay tuned on that. If you are on Gavin Newsom's show and you are making Gavin Newsom look sane, you are a completely off the rails lunatic. And that's what you are, Tim Walz. On one hand, what can we do to speak to these people? On the other hand, I'll wrestle them, I'll fight them, I'll push them back under the rock. And then you have Gavin like, maybe we should talk to them. Maybe That man was almost vice president of the United States of America. Fellas, let's be real. Everyone could use an extra hand. But with Blue Chew, you get an extra leg. They're the original service offering chewable tablets to help you with performance, and now they've taken it up a notch. Introducing Blue Chew Max, a powerhouse formula combining the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis into one chewable tablet. This combo is so strong you might even have to move towns with the amount of noise you'll be making. That means fast-acting, long-lasting support when you need it most. Be ready when the moment's right. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with a licensed medical provider, and once approved, your prescription ships directly to your door discreetly and hassle-free. No waiting rooms, no awkward conversations, no pharmacy lines. And here's the best part. We've got a special deal just for you. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use promo code Rubin. Just pay $5 shipping. So if you've been looking to step up your game, head on over to BlueChew.com and use promo code Rubin to get started. More confidence, better moments, delivered straight to you. For more details and important safety information, visit BlueChew.com.